Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. I wonder if you can hear my... Hopefully not. Good morning, good morning. I hope you can't hear my... I hope you can't hear my bones cracking. Like the neck. Hopefully not. Hello, hello. Good morning. We're doing a zatsudan this morning. I feel like it's been a week. I can't remember the last time I did one of these. I was supposed to do one the morning of our monetization, not monetization, our memberships opening stream, but I didn't because there's like so much stuff to do last minute. There's a lot of like security stuff that we had to do, and there were a lot of checks last minute, and it's just like, ugh. But it's fine. It's fine. We're free chatting now. Hello, good morning. It's me, Vesper Noir, the resident scholar of the Adventures Guild Tempus, and a member of HOLOSTARS English, and happy to see you guys. How are you? How are you? Yeah, I missed it too. I feel like, Gramps, quick, I'm an FTL. Is Heavy Laser 2 good or not? Alright, so Heavy Laser 2 is 3 power, 2 shots, 2 damage per shot, and has a chance to breach, start fires and stuff like that. It's usable if you get it for free, but I would avoid buying it. I would avoid buying it because it's kind of expensive for what it is. Yeah, I would avoid buying it unless you're like extremely desperate for damage. When you're desperate for damage, you'll take anything. You'll take anything. Like a hull laser, a hull beam. I'll take anything if I'm desperate for like direct damage. But assuming that like you have a form of damage, I wouldn't buy it. But if I got it for free, I would use it. It's better than no weapons, for sure. Yeah. Still a little bit too hot. You know, in my college days, I used to love scalding hot tea. I hated lukewarm tea, or hot tea approaching lukewarm tea. But I think getting weaker now. What tea do I have today? A gyokuro, a green tea, a decent gyokuro. I don't think it's like the super good stuff that you can get if you live in Japan, because the selection of teas that you have outside of Japan, like high-end Japanese teas outside of Japan, is pretty scant. It's kind of difficult to find. It's much easier to find high-end Indian teas outside of Japan, especially in the States. And then it's a little bit better. The Chinese tea situation is a little bit better. It used to be not that good like 10 years ago, and it's getting better now. You can find some really high quality Chinese teas outside of Japan, outside of Asia, here, yeah, in the West. But Japanese teas are still a little bit difficult to find like really good stuff. Oh, we got a super chat. Better read that. Kirk, thank you for the super chat. Hey Vesper, first super chat. Love watching your zatsudans while driving. Question, do you have any interest in ASMR? I think you do great. Okay. I think I told the Vesties this a long time ago. God, a long time ago. We've only been hanging out for a month and a half. I'm pretty sure I told you guys this before, but I do have an ASMR mic. I have an ASMR mic. I have a 3DO XLR, the XLR version. Here's the thing. I know it's tiresome being a vestie because I'm so like stuffy and I'm so uptight when it comes to stuff that I don't feel confident about. I know. I might, but how do you practice ASMR? I don't even know. I've been watching, there's an ASMR artist that I've been watching, and I'm thinking of trying to like emulate what they do. But definitely the way that they do it, they've got like years of experience on how to do it. Do you know Jojo ASMR? I've been watching a lot of like Jojo ASMR to try to see like if I can build my style around how he does it. Yeah. The way that he does it is like it's like 40% roleplay and then 60% like tapping noises. He does like the noises really well, right? He does like ASMR trigger noises. That's like 60% of his content, and then 40% is like a little bit of like roleplay, but not, you know, he's like a doctor, or he's like, yeah. Jojo's Bizarre ASMR. No. I watched Axel's ASMR. It was like pretty good. I think he's got like a knack for it because I think because I feel the ASMR response, you know, like the tingling feeling. I feel it, but for me, it's like too intense. Like it sends like shivers down my spine. It's like, oh, too intense. Yeah. I think Axel feels ASMR at the correct level. At the correct level, and then so like he can kind of figure it out based on that. But for me, like all ASMR response, well, not all. I'd say like 80% are just like really intense. I think whispering is too intense. I don't like it, but certain sounds I really like. Like Jojo ASMR does like this scratching sometimes, like this scratching against like specific objects, and I like the scratching. I like the scratching a lot, like light scratching noises, but like whispering like right into the ear, and then like scraping like against the actual mic is like so intense. Like I get the ASMR feeling. It's just like too close. Yeah. Writing, I like writing. Yeah, the writing noise is really nice. Pencil tapping. And then like pen twirling is like kind of cool. What part of Jojo do you like? Are you talking about Jojo ASMR or Jojo's Bizarre Adventure? I'm assuming you're talking about the critically acclaimed manga and anime. I like Steel Ball Run. That's my favorite part. Carolina Pepper verbal abuse is ASMR. Okay. Yelling at a pepper? Okay. I think I could do that. Yeah. Two of my bikes are named after the main character's horses. I got Valkyrie and I have Slow Dancer. Just Dancer. Yeah. Man, that was a good arc. It was really good. Wait, you guys name your bikes? Yeah. Good morning. It's been a while since I last made it to your Zatsu. Yeah, happy to hear it. I kind of dropped the ball, and I wasn't really doing many Zatsudans last week. I was supposed to do 2, but I only did 1, I think, at the very beginning. I had to drop the second one, and it was just like, Maybe I'll go for 2 hours today. 2 or 3, something like that. I'm gonna try to schedule. I'm gonna try to start scheduling things on the same day every week. What do you guys think of that? So that like, yeah, but am I just like conforming it to my own personal tastes? I hate not knowing what's coming up. I like structure. I like organization. So I'm thinking of like zatsudan like every the same day every week. So it's like every Wednesday I do a zatsudan, something like that. And then my members only chat will usually be a zatsudan unless I have a really good idea. Although like if it's like a really good idea, I kind of don't want to put it behind the members only content. I want to like make it available to everybody. So it's like a weird situation I'm in. One of the suggestions that I had was like, why don't you just practice like ASMR behind members only, and then you'll feel a little bit more comfortable, because even though you're not very good at it, some people will like it anyways. But then it's stuff that like like the majority of vesties would also be missing out on that, right? It's a tough situation. Yeah, I don't know. Can you turn the VGM to the original? You know what? Yeah, why not? Why not? I completely... I just went live. I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time this morning, so let's go ahead and switch to the standard just chatting VGM. Like that. There you go. So anyways, I was thinking Wednesday morning is always going to be zatsudan. You know that you could tune in on that. And then I think I'm going to do members only stream always on Friday or Saturday, something like that. And I need to figure out, like, I might do like a floating time for the members only. That might be the one stream where like it's not on the same date. Like I'll rotate. Get rotated, you idiot membership stream. Some days I'll do it at like 2 in the morning. Just so that like the people in Asia could tune in. Maybe my goal is that like somewhere in the world where there's like a vestie, I want them to be able to tune in at 5 to 6 p.m. Because I think 5 to 6 p.m. is the ideal time to kind of like relax, eat dinner, and watch a stream. You eat dinner while you're watching a stream. And then so I need to find like, when is it at exactly 6 p.m. in Asia? When is it exactly 6 p.m. in South America, North America? When is it exactly 6 p.m.? Something like that. So I think the members only stream is gonna like, it's gonna be on the same day every week, but on that day it's gonna rotate and be like, sometimes it's like 3 in the morning, sometimes it's gonna be 6 p.m. Pacific, sometimes it's gonna be 6 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Wiki. Most of my content is at 6 p.m. European Africa time, right? Most of my content. BGM is too loud. Oops. Turn it down a bit. Okay, there you go. It's not gonna hurt your sleep schedule. Well, I'm like a full-time. I'm basically a full-time streamer now. I try to keep my stuff quiet. I don't like to let people know too much about my non HOLOSTARS life, but I'm like full-time now. I'm a full-time HOLOSTAR, which is pretty great. So now I feel like I gotta put in even more work, right? It's 8 p.m. for Eastern Europe. Oh, okay. Maybe I should start a little bit earlier then? I don't know. I'm kind of already in that 10 p.m. slot. Also, I don't want to overlap with Altare whenever Altare does his morning streams. Like, because he does like 7 to 9, around 7 to 9. So if I do 2 hours earlier, then that's 8, you know? Yeah. Wait, congratulations for what? What happened? Congratulations. What? Congrats? What? Congrats? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Appreciated. Master1117, thank you very much for the super chat. My wife and I are Vespies. We're eating dinner at 7 p.m. It's thanks for the nice entertainment. Yeah, that makes me happy. Yeah. I think it's good. I think this is a good time slot. Yeah, I wish it's always going to be a little bit like off for someone out there, but I thought long and hard. I was watching before we're debuting, and I was like, where do we need like a consistent streamer that can be there like 6 or maybe even 7 days a week? And I think I settled on this one. Like, there's very few people that stream at this time. Very few people. Ravenous, thank you for the super chat. Some good suggestions. Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain, we might be playing as a group. I've seen it thrown out in our Discord. I think, was it Dez? It was either Dez or Altare that threw out Risk of Rain. It was one of those two. I think it was Altare? I think Dez is like a big Don't Starve Together. And Altare was like Risk of Rain 2? I don't remember. 2. Risk of Rain 2, I think. Not 1. Like all things related to video games, if you don't see it, it's probably in permissions hell. If you don't see it, it's probably in permissions hell. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Euro Kennard. Hey Vesper, random thought I had while I was on my bike. Do you think Zwift permissions would be possible? Could we someday have group rides with the Vesties? I know about Zwift. I actually, I had a smart trainer. I bought one, and it was like really hard to find. It was actually like fairly expensive because I bought it at the beginning of the thing that happened 2.5 years ago that kept everybody at home. You know, the thing that happened 2.5 years ago that kept everybody at home? I managed to like snag a smart trainer. For those of you that don't know, a trainer is like a machine that you attach the rear wheel of your bike to, and you can just bicycle indoors with your actual bicycle. And which people would be like, why don't you just buy like a stationary bicycle? It's because stationary bicycles have like this weird, like, they're kind of pseudo fixed gear, which some people are okay with, but I think it doesn't really give you the bike feel. Because it's not even similar enough to a fixie to feel like a fixie. It's like a pseudo fixed gear. Every stationary bike. So you need like a trainer to give you, and then it'll shift. Like the shifting on a trainer is like exactly like a normal bike. Rollers, I actually have a pair of rollers. Yeah. I would not recommend rollers to beginners. Oh my god. Do you guys know what rollers are? Rollers are 3 drums on a frame, and they're spaced apart so that you could put your bike wheels on those 3 drums and then bicycle in place. And it's like biking on ice. Oh my god, it's so scary. Yeah, I have them and I don't use them. I should probably like get rid of them. I should probably give them away like to the local co-op or something like that. The good thing, alright, so the good thing about rollers is this. Why are they scary? Why does it feel like bicycling on us? Let me think about this. Hold on. That's a good question, Unknown. Why would anybody want that? Give me a second. Okay. The reason why they feel like that is because if you have like any type of motion, especially pedaling that's not perfectly smooth and in control, when you're riding on rollers, the rollers will punish you, and then like it'll swerve to the left and right really a lot if your pedaling is not perfectly smooth, right? And so what it does is it trains you to pedal with as little motion in your upper body as possible. Like you start to pedal really smoothly when you keep using them, and then that translates over when you're on the road. Yeah, like you know, a lot of kids that bicycle, they stomp, right? Like they're like in between the pedal stroke, like as soon as like one foot is at the top, then they stomp down, and it's kind of like a jerking motion. Like, oh man, I'm using like sussy words like Des. It's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like they stomp down, and that's how they pedal. They pedal by stomping. That's not a good way to pedal. If you're using a road bike, or even if you're using like a mountain bike, if you're like an adult bicycling, you shouldn't be using that stomping motion. It should be a smooth. It's called pedaling in circles. You should be pedaling in circles. And rollers will train you to do that. They train you to do that. I gotta catch up on the super chats. I apologize. I'm like a dog chasing a squirrel when it comes to bicycling stuff. It's just the quickest way to distract me. Completely derail any conversation. Actually, I remember I was in a pretty important meeting. I was in a pretty important like business like work meeting. And then like during the presentation they made like the person that was presenting the deck made like some kind of passing comment about bicycling, and they were wrong. It was just like the wrong thing. And then I was just like, I raised my hand and I was like, okay, actually it's wrong. And then this is why, and they're like, this is a business presentation. It's just that I was just sorry. The quickest way to just derail my lizard brain is to just talk about anything bicycle related. I'm so dumb. Okay, hold on. Let's get you. Oh, Lork Frack. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks for the advice on FTL. Died because I got greedy. I mean, that's FTL, baby. You gotta be greedy. In FTL, you gotta be greedy. You have to have like 1 part greed and 2 part fear. I feel like because of that, Dez would probably be like a world-class FTL player. World class. Kellogg's PP, thank you for the super chat. Tried the indoor trainer thing. The resistance is weird compared to the feel of the road. Lack of airflow makes sweating problem. Yeah, no. It's so easy to overheat when you're on a trainer indoors. You have to have like a big, like a box fan that's like burning. That's like, yeah. You have to have it. Because even just like passive air conditioning is not enough. Like you have to have air flowing over your body. Yeah. Tulip, thank you for the super chat. Magica? I've never heard of Magica. I've never heard of it before. Is it new? If it's a newer game, it makes sense that I would never have heard of it. Revan, thank you for the super chat. I like the name. It's spelled differently, but Revan is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I'll just leave it at that. It's spelled differently, but Revan is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. Suzuku is Suzuku means to be continued, right? This is a cool super chat. Thank you very much. Ohayo gozaimasu. Noaji? Do you plan to add mods on the stream from Zomboid? Okay, so I have like a set of mods that I like on Zomboid, but I'm leaving it standard because 3 out of 4 of the people playing on the server are new, and I want them to Noaoji. Oh, Noaoji. That's what Axel calls me. Yeah. Axel told me that like there's a small like JP base that's like, for whatever reason, even though I can't really speak JP well enough yet I'm gonna learn. They're still like pretty cool with me, which makes me happy. Sam goes by Baguette Crony, thank you for the super chat. With me trying to get myself back in shape by cycling more to places instead of car commuting, this kind of advice is very much appreciated. Thank you, Vesper. Yeah, that makes me happy. Bicycling is great, although no, it's probably safer, right? It's probably safer where you're at. I bicycle commute, and I made a habit out of only commuting with bicycles that I buy off of Craigslist for less than $100, and then I tune it up myself, because I don't think I've ever had a commuter survive 1 year without getting stolen. I never commute with my like #1 bike or my #2 bike or even my #3 bike. I always buy a bike off of Craigslist for like $60. and then I tune it up, and then I get it in riding condition, and then I take all the precautions. I like lock it up, but it always gets stolen. Like, I don't think I've ever made it to the 1 year mark. So, how many bikes do I have? I have 3.5. I have 3.5 bicycles right now. I have one. The half is like a bicycle that I own, but it's not in riding condition, and it's missing some parts, and I'm just lazy, and I'm lazy. I know a half. It's a bicycle that is not in riding condition. A unicycle. That's actually true. JV the Wanderer, thank you for the super chat. How much do you know about game engines such as Unity or Unreal Engine? Okay, I don't really know that much about game engines. I don't know much about the design or the development or the programming process at all. I know that Unity exists. Like, people have made jokes about it. I know about the Unreal Engine and how good it is and the issues with it. I could talk about it. It's vague enough. I have a buddy that I talk to maybe once or twice a year. He works in the game development industry. So sometimes he'll talk about his job and then I'll absorb it passively. But I'm not really much of a software end guy. I'm more like hardware. And even hardware, I don't know that much. I'm just like a functional hardware guy. I have like one cert that's like probably outdated now. The whole thing about like being like IT hardware is that like there's just too many certifications that you have to get, and then like they're completely useless after 3 years. Anybody feel that? Like after 3 years, like any certification you get is like an IT guy. Like it's completely useless because outdated cert gang, let's go. I have like one cert and it's definitely outdated, but that was not like my main job. Yeah. It's just something that I got shoehorned into because the people that run the library didn't want to hire someone that specialized in it. So just like, you could do it, right? And it's like, I mean, yeah, with Google and enough time, and if you don't care if I like accidentally screw up our network, sure, I can do it. Dr. Mason's Lab, thank you for the super chat. Today is Straw Day once again. May I ask for your blessing? Yes, you're blessed, Dr. Mason. Good luck. I hope you can get people invested into the game before like walloping them with the disintegrate or something like that. Cries insert hell. Jesus Lazaro, Jesus Lazaro, thank you very much for the super chat. I cycle in Los Angeles. Both cars and cyclists are horrible to each other in the city. It's like cities in general. I've cycled in a lot of cities across the states. I visited from Elysium and I've checked it out. And in general, like you don't want to be in the cities in general. Oh, the Netherlands? Dutch cities? Oh my god. I watched videos about just videos like with no voiceover at all, and it's just a video like of people commuting in the Netherlands by bike, and it looks so amazing. It looks incredible. Oh man. But there's like a style of bicycle in the Netherlands. It's like a in Japanese there's a style of all right, so I know what it's called in Japanese, which is weird, but I don't know what it's called in English or in Dutch. It's called a mamachari. Do you know what that is? It's called a mamachari. It's like a specific style of bicycle, and you see it in all of those videos. Like I think most of the people in the Netherlands, they use that style of bicycle, but I don't know what it's called in English. A granny bike? It's not a granny bike. Mama chariot? Is that actually what it... It's that style of bicycle in all the videos that I've watched. What's the furthest place that you've ever traveled to? I've never been abroad before. I've been to Japan before. I've been to Japan once, and I like really want to go back. I really want to go back because I spent most of it in the city because I went with a group, and I can't exactly split off from the group, right? But I want to go back. And is it weird that I want to go back alone? I don't know. Voice crack. Yeah, I just woke up. I just woke up and I don't think I rested my voice enough yesterday. I was doing stuff. Dream country. A Dutch style bicycle? Oh, okay. Remian, thank you for the super chat. Wiki, thank you for the super chat. Hope my comment didn't come off wrong. I'm grateful for this EU-friendly time slot. No, it didn't come off wrong. No. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Tetsmega, thank you very much for the super chat. With all the talk about Dicey Dungeons having the best learning curve of a deck builder roguelite, I'm wondering if you've ever heard of Library of Ruina. I've never heard of it. It's said that the learning curve is vertical. Here's the thing. A vertical learning curve is not good. I think it's like objectively not good, but that's the style of game that I like. Is it more vertical than Dwarf Fortress? Because I'm still reading that. I've gotten sidetracked because I'm kind of prioritizing learning how to sing, and I started trying to look at my JP textbook at least an hour a day. It's taking up a lot of time, so I haven't been able to. He's like, should I learn Dwarf Fortress or should I learn JP? And I'm like, I have to prioritize learning JP. It's brutal but beautiful. Oh, okay. I'll look into it. Have you ever seen a Holo Pro talent play it? If you haven't, it definitely needs to go through the permissions grind. For the other half of the bike. Thank you very much. Aron-san. Thank you very much. Holy crap. Doctorate membership Emu. Thank you very much. I like your profile picture. It's kind of cute. Like the tears. Oyasumi. Thank you very much for the super chat. Odd question, but can you say NES and SNES? I recalled in one of your streams you said each word in one breath. And everyone I know say it by the others. Yeah, they say it by the letters, like SNES and NES. I call it SNES and NES because of Game Grumps. I don't really watch them much anymore, but there was a time when I used to watch like a fair amount. Not every video upload, but I used to watch like 2 or 3 a week. Usually when I was doing work. I think it was like college, around college. And I think Aaron calls it a SNES. That's what he calls it. And it's just like, oh, okay. That's what I'll call it. I kind of fell off the Let's Play wagon. I feel like YouTube around like 2015 was like, no more Let's Plays. We're just not going to push these anymore. Bye. and man, is it okay to talk about YouTube meta? I think it's okay to talk about it. I think it should be fine. I'm not criticizing anything. It's just really interesting. Is it okay? Hold on a second. Let me think about it. With great power comes great responsibility. Like all of the managers are asleep right now, so I can pretty much get away with anything. Hold on. I'm not criticizing YouTube, so I think it's okay. YouTube's AI is incredible. It's like terrifyingly good. It's like it might be the best in the world. Managers about to DM become unbonkable. Lev, thank you for the super chat. Good night. I hope you get some good rest. It's 2 a.m. in the morning here in Japan, but thank goodness for the stream at night. Thank you. Yeah. Oni-chan, thank you very much. He's starting to believe. I'm sure there are better. I'm sure there are, but like it's like terrifyingly good. For example, like did you know that like YouTube has like really good voice recognition. I don't think they use descriptions much anymore. Well, they definitely don't use tags. They've admitted that the tag is vestigial. They've admitted that like when you put a tag in a video, it doesn't actually do anything anymore. And then they're like on the cusp of admitting that the description and even the title don't really do much anymore either. And so like generally people have theorized, because people have done testing, that there's like voice recognition. Like YouTube has voice recognition on their end, and they can tell when what you're talking about in a video. They can tell what you're talking about. So people tested it by doing things like they don't mention anything about, I don't know, bicycles in the description or in the title anywhere, and then it's getting like pushed out to people that are interested in bicycles, like if your video is about bicycles. And so it's like, because you're talking about it, they could say, oh, this is a video about bicycles because I can hear what, like, yeah. Is crazy. Which makes sense because they had to find a way to move past the descriptions, because the descriptions, like, have you seen the YouTube videos where it just like add a bunch of keywords into the description to try to game it? That's not good. That's not good for like anybody. That's not good for anybody that's like watching YouTube, because yeah, it's just not good. And so they need to figure out like accurately like what is this video about, and they can't rely on descriptions. They can't even really rely on titles much, just because the super chat name. Oh, hold on a second. Gato Beans, thank you for the super chat. Work has been crazy the last week, so I haven't been able to catch your streams live. Congrats on memberships. Anyways, thanks for being inspirational and interesting. Thank you, I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Watoto Dial. Welcome back. Peak Game Grumps for me was 7 years ago. I watched them every day with my roommate in college. Yo, are we like the same age? Oh crap, I shouldn't be talking about that. Whoops. Yeah, like for me, Game Grumps was like, I had it on a second monitor while I was writing essays or doing like problem sets. Whoops. Okay, hold on. We're going to move on. I'm going to stop talking about that, but thank you for the super chat. Unbound Soul, thank you very much for the super chat. When it comes to your diction, what word do you prefer for someone that has been had, hoodwinked, japed, bamboozled, schmeckeldorfed? I'm kind of into rotate. I never said that before, but I'm kind of into rotate. Like you got rotated. I'm also into magged, get magged, rotated, magged. But those are like more recent. What did I used to say in private life? Here's the thing, kind of a boring guy in private life. I don't really joke around that much. I joke around in my head, but I'm too worried that someone's going to find it like rude or inappropriate, rude, like too informal, too close. It's like, hey, like, I don't know you that much. We shouldn't joke around. So I don't really joke around in real life. Because if you're with the boys and then like they mess up, and then you could be like, haha, get rotated. And because like you understand your boundaries, it's kind of like, okay, cool. But if it's like somebody that I don't know very well, I don't. Yeah. Okay, so what's my favorite? I started to say bamboozled because of Apex, but I don't think that counts. I need to think about it. Flimflammed. Random God, so are we all in your head? I hope not. Ekrif, thank you for the super chat. If you talk about some item and you go to some random website with ads, that item will show up. Yeah, like it's like terrifying. It's weird. You fool. I do say you fool. I do say you fool. Ah, see. Thank you very much. That makes me happy. Hey, Vespi. Hi, Vespi. You make my day so much better when I hear your streams. Thank you for always being there, making me other Vesties happy. Hope I can meet you at a con one day. So, my manager, they were like, hey, no pressure, but you should look at these like conventions. Do you think you'd be interested in doing like one of these like meet and greets one day? And it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I think I will. But like, man, that makes me nervous. Did anybody go to, what is it? We did recordings for a convention. I don't know which one. I think it was Crunchyroll. I don't remember. But we had to do them, and we were doing them during, like, in the middle of, like, debut prep. And then it was like, oh, it's easy. Just like record a greeting. Like, imagine people are coming into the expo, the convention, and there's like a big like screen TV, and you're on it, and you're like welcoming them in. So go ahead and like do that. And I don't know, probably not a lot of you guys were there, but the people that were there like probably heard my greeting. And my greeting was like, hello, my name is Vesper Noir. I have very bad social anxiety, but hello. It was like my greeting. I don't know how many people were there at the expo, but that was like literally my greeting. It's like, hello, I have social anxiety. A very relatable greeting to convention goers. I'm partial to calling people an absolute buffoon. That's a good one. The Great Wargle. That's a good one. Dr. Wawi, thank you for the super chat. Become subjected to a circular movement around a central axis. You absolute troglodyte. Mood Lamp, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on GoldenEye 64 coming? Man, GoldenEye. Oh, I loved GoldenEye. Oh, man. That game. Oh, my God. That game gave me vertigo, and I just played through it. I'm trying to remember something about the actual story mode that I was like, what? What was it? It was like the stage before the tank stage. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's like a tank stage where you're in a tank, and before that you're in like a library. That stage got me tilted. That stage was like really hard. I think something about the way that it was colored, like I couldn't tell whether I was on the first floor or the second floor, and it's just like, but I remember a person that I used to play it with had no problem with that stage. So I would have to give it to them, and then they would finish that stage for me, and then I would go back to playing it, because it's just like something about it. I don't know. Sounds like a skill issue. Or like a eye issue, because I've definitely have vertigo is literal rotation. Cart tilt. Oh man. Jen J, thank you for the super chat. I went to Crunchyroll Expo. I won a meet and greet with Iofi Senpai. I saw yours and Tempest videos. Looking forward to your Emin meet and greet next time. Yeah, thank you. Yoshi-san, I like the way Noochi laughs. Thank you very much for the super chat. What is this? Oh, I can't read the kanji. Atteru? Something atteru? Something like that? I gotta learn kanji. I love the way Axel tries to explain kanji to me. I got like the kanji for beautiful, me, like wrong. And he was like, yeah, it's like the top half of me, but you just cut off the bottom half. Ego. I should know that. That's like first year. That's like JP1. Come on, Vesper. Is that ego? Well, that's go, definitely. Language, but the A in ego, I didn't know. Man. Don't confuse ego with eiga. Eiga is like movie, right? Eiga is like a movie. Like watching a movie, if I recall correctly. I kind of want to do a stream where people throw like JP at me and then try to say like, hey, do you recognize this? That might be a good way to learn, actually. Let me think about that. What if I did like a members only stream where I just had people throw like really simple JP at me, and then I just kind of like see if I recognize it or not. Eigo atteru. Okay. It means, is my English right? Okay, okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Ara, ara, thank you very much. Ah, the gifted memberships, I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Duolingo stream, maybe? Yeah, yeah. I kind of feel like... I like the idea of it being more like interactive. Because Duolingo, you tend to focus on the program and you're not really looking at like chat much. But if I do a thing where it's like the Vesties are throwing really simple JP at me, like phrases, vocabulary and stuff like that, then I'm learning while watching you guys chat, and I think it would be more fun. It might be really cringe and stupid. And then I'll be like, well, that was bad. And then I'll never do that again. But I kind of want to try it out. I don't know. I don't know. 合ってた。よかった。日本語でごめんなさい。What? No, 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 no. Don't be sorry. No, 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 no. It's fun. That's like my, I want to get good at Japanese, like Nihongo. Like I want to get like really good. And I want to get so good that like I have very little accent. Because I definitely have the accent of somebody that's like a primary like English speaker. I want to get rid of. Time to get Jojo. Kirk, thank you for the super chat once again. Hey Vesper, hypothetically speaking, of course, do you think an introvert with high functioning autism can become a VTuber and possibly successful? Here's the thing. Yes, I absolutely think so. Am I allowed to like mention people that are not in HoloPro? Probably not. Probably not. Let's just say like I don't know, probably not. No idea, probably. Altair did? Altair did? Oh yeah, we mentioned like Northern Lion all the time. Hold on a second. If we mention Northern Lion, we could mention like other people, right? I've done it. Like I've like chatted with Altair about like the things about like Northern Lion that you like, right? Okay. I think I can. Maybe just to be safe. Axel did too? Okay. Does anybody know like Haruka? Haruka Caribou? She's great. She's great. Just like watch her and you'll understand. I think, yeah. Just, she's great. That's all I'll say. We're gonna move on really quickly just because I don't know if I'm like gonna get bumped for this or not. But Kirk, thank you very much for the super chat. I highly recommend checking out Haruka. Like, she's great. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, moving on, please. Dragon Birdie, thank you for the super chat. Hello, hello. I can't turn this into a super chat reading stream. You could do a stream where you try to read and comprehend JP Senpai tweets. Oh, that would be good. Hold on, I'm going to write that down. That's actually really good. Thank you for the... Wait, where's my pen? Where's my number one pen? Where's my pen? Oh, shit. I think I put it into the kitchen. I have to use my number 2 pen. Damn it. I hate... There's nothing more satisfying than fully using a pen. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where you use a pen and then it starts to run out of ink and you're like, yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Self-rotated. I have to use my number 2 pen. JP learning stream. Stream. Reading. Then tweets. There's something I wanted to ask people about on that topic. On the topic of a senpai tweet. I really like Aruran Senpai. Like, I really like Aruran Senpai. So it's kind of like, oh, when he greeted me, when we just started, but before we debuted, I love Aruran Senpai. Like, but he tweeted me something that I didn't understand. He was like, Shiku Yoro. And I was like, what does that mean? And then I Googled it, but I still don't know what that means. What does that mean? Could someone explain to me what shikuyoro means? Like, I googled it and it's like that doesn't mean anything. I know what yoroshiku means, but why is it reversed? It's slang? Is it like common slang or is it just like shikuyoro? It's just slang? Is it common? Is it like common in Japan right now? Like, is it like it's rotated? It's like paisen for senpai. Interesting. Okay. So in Japan, if they would say like shikuyoro and people would understand that. People would understand that. It's italics. Some people. Shikuyoro. It's pretty informal, but yeah. Oh, okay. Imagine me receiving that tweet, and I don't know very much about Twitter, and I like frantically Googling it. It's like, what does that mean? How do I respond to that? What does that mean? How do I properly respond to that? And then Google like completely fails me. Google completely fails me, and it's just like, okay, let's just be polite and just do like a standard, like, you know? Let's respond yoro. Oh, okay. Gato hari. I actually didn't even know that was a thing, that you just like flip them. Shikuyoro back. I sent a shikuyoro, please respond. Yoro desu. Deep El Doko. Stared at it for 20 minutes trying to understand it. It wasn't 20 minutes. I think it was like 5 minutes. I think I spent 5 minutes trying to understand it, including like just looking through Google and then like typing it out in hiragana, katakana, and just being like, what does this mean? And then Google is like, it doesn't mean anything. It's gibberish. Just give up. And it's like, okay, I give up. You didn't ask Axel? Axel was, for a lot of reasons, he was like really busy, like right at the debut stuff. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it. It's just like the cover stuff. I wish I could help him, but I have like zero ability to help him with the cover stuff because he's like super experienced with it. But definitely, you know, he I feel bad. Like if it feels like every time a cover comes up, it's like smooth sailing until the very end, and then they're like, no, you have to do a bunch of extra stuff that we didn't tell you about. And then Axel is just like scrambling to try to get it out in time, and it's just like, oh man, I wish I could help, but I yeah. You know. Oop. Chat crashed. There we go. We need to figure that out. I feel like the latest update of Chrome like changed something. Do I need to switch to a different browser? I don't know. Hyperchat extension. I think Altair recommended that. It helps me like catch up on things that like mods say, and then also like super chats and stuff like that. I'll think about it. Oof. I'm feeling pretty good. I think if I get a second cup of tea, which is like, this Gyokuro is like pretty expensive. This is probably not considered like high tier in Japan, but it's like pretty hard to find good Gyokuro, like where I'm at. I should probably do like a second cup. Yeah, I might do a second infusion and then stream for like another hour and a half. But right now I've got a little bit left. So as soon as I run out, I'll go boil some water and then do like a second one. Gyokuro is too expensive, but it's worth it. Naru-san, it's so worth it. Oh, Gyokuro is so good. How do you describe like a really high-end Japanese green tea? Like what makes it special? What a high-end Japanese tea has that like no other tea has? You know the mouth-watering effect? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? The mouth-watering effect? Like when you eat something and then you start to like, your mouth waters. It's like, oh, so good. It's like lush, right? Like a really high-end Japanese tea has that. And like no other tea that I've ever had has that. Some teas like are really good and then they make the little like hairs on my arms like stand up. That's typically like a really good like high-end Chinese tea, but like the JPTs are like just mouth-watering, like a really good one. They're not dry, they're just like really good. Umami is like soy sauce flavor, right? I know about umami. I read the Wikipedia article and I heard that the way that it was discovered is that soy sauce has like a sensory thing. Like soy sauce is like it's not the saltiness of soy sauce. Like it's a secondary effect that soy sauce has. It's not the saltiness of it. And it's like I've heard it being compared to savory. It's kind of like savory, right? Yeah. I don't think Gyokuro is savory, but it's got like a mouth. It's the opposite of like a dry tea where you drink it and then the inside of your mouth feels a little bit dry. It's like the opposite. Like you drink the tea, you take a sip of tea, and then like your mouth starts to water. I don't think is it savory? I don't know. I read the wiki. Sushi, thank you for reminding me. I got sidetracked because I'm just an old man and I tend to ramble. Sushi, yeah, like we should, I wanted to talk about mascots because it felt like arrogant. It's like, Vesper, don't try to like think up a mascot yet. It's too arrogant. You still have to work hard and get people willing to watch you. But I think Dez was like, bruh, you should get a mascot. Bruh. The way that Dez explained it to me was like, it's not you. The mascot is like a personification of the people that like you and watch you. And if you're trying to pretend that they don't exist, it's not good. You should acknowledge them. You should acknowledge them. And it's like, okay. So like the mascot is not me. So the mascot doesn't even necessarily have to even look anything like me. Although it could. It very well could. It could, or it doesn't have to. It could just be something completely different. But like it's supposed to be a visual representation of you guys. So it's like, I should really get to it and then just start like designing one. Yeah. Yeah. Ramari, thank you for the super chat. Learning JP with chat sounds like fun. You can learn commonly used kanji and words specific to streaming and HOLOSTARS a lot quicker too. Yeah. Although, do I want to start with like informal speech? Do I really want to do that? Do I? Everything in my brain is just like, you should start with like, not Keigo, but like just below Keigo. Like, polite, but not like business level. Just polite. I got sidetracked again. I apologize. Okay, we're back to it. Okay. Bats. A teacup bat. Okay. For a lot of reasons, I think I want to stay away from the bat motif. For a lot of reasons. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm not something that can take the form of a bat? I don't know what you're talking about. That thing does not exist in Elysium, so I don't know what you're talking about. Something involving plastic balls, teacups, a caterpillar. Okay. So, like, I like tea, but I feel like the vast majority of the Vesties are just like, I don't dislike it, but it's not my favorite thing. I feel like a lot of Vesties are like coffee fans, which is perfectly fine. I like a good coffee. Coin tea. But I do think, like, should it be completely tea related? It should reflect you guys. So, like, is it weird that I feel like I don't know that much about you guys? I don't know. Is that a bad thing? Worms? Putts? I don't think it should be putts. Tea on a bicycle, bookworms. Oh, a bookworm. That might be kind of cute. Okay. Does the average Vestie also like to read? Are you also a reading fan? I can kind of understand why people don't really have time to read much anymore. I typically don't really indulge in audiobooks, but I think they're like a really great tool. It's good. Does manga count? It absolutely counts. God, I love manga. I enjoy reading lore stuff on the internet, but not as much in books. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I'm like big into like fan wikis that have like really like suspicious advertisements. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like almost everything has a fan wiki nowadays. And then you go onto the wiki and then there's like a really suspicious like advertisement. And it's like, wow, that's really intrusive. What? And then sometimes it's like somebody that's streaming and then you're adding to their viewer count and it's like, what? Yeah, single hot moms in your area. Like really suspicious. And it's like, bro, I'm just trying to look up Dark Souls, like Bloodborne lore. Like, why is there... So yeah, like I'm just trying to like talk to you guys about the things that I'm thinking about mascot wise. I'm a little hesitant to completely base it off of my likes because I have a sneaking suspicion that most of the Vesties don't really share my obsessions, like bicycles, fishing, golf, tea, computer part hardware, like stuff like that. You guys are just hanging out because it's just like, haha, I can hang out with grandpa, right? So I don't want it to be based on my personal interests. So it's just like, I want to find out a little bit more about you guys. What do you guys like? What do you guys like? A membership poll? Yeah, I think once I'm ready to actually sit down and draw something, I might do like a poll first and figure out. Snails wouldn't be unpopular. Yeah, I feel like a snail. But that again like goes back. Bro, I freaking love trains. Oh my god. Somebody wrote trains. Wait, who said that? Who said that? Corvidius Grow. I freaking love trains. They're so cool. Like, okay. In Japan, if you want to take a bullet train from Eastern Japan to Western Japan, you could take the bullet train. You could take the Hikari. You could take the Nozomi. Like you could take the bullet. It's really expensive. Do you guys know how expensive it is to take the bullet train in Japan? It's like crazy freaking expensive. It's like $150 to take the bullet train, something like that. I did 2 round trips. And I spent like almost $1,000. Like while all of the people that I was traveling with, they were buying like made in Japan jeans. Apparently, like jeans, like Japanese made jeans are like really expensive and they're like really high quality. Like if you're like a hype beast, like made in Japan jeans, like the denim, like the cloth is made in Japan, and then like they cut and then they sew it, and like it's like a $300. They were buying like $300 pairs of jeans and stuff like that. And so like all of the people that I went with were buying really expensive clothing that you can only get in Japan. I just rode the bullet train twice. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Instead of buying clothing, I just rode the bullet train twice in Japan. So the cool thing about that is like people that have never been and are like not into trains might not know this. Trains, they usually have like a section that you don't see at every train station where they can turn the train around. You know what I'm talking about? Like they have a section of a train station that usually if you're just a passenger, you'll never see. It could like rotate the train so that it could turn around and go the other way. They don't do that for the bullet train in Japan. It's like a cat dog. It's got two front ends. And then the train will get to the end of the line, and then all of the passenger seats will just turn around. It's like crazy. And then it just goes the other way. And it's like so freaking cool. It's so freaking cool. It's like, that's brilliant. I watched them rotate the seats, and then I was just like, imagine like a hard-working like Japanese like train staff, and they're working on like turning all the seats around, and then I'm just like, I've got my like hands on the side of the train, and like my face is smushed up against one of the windows, and I'm just like watching them like rotate the seats. That's like literally me. And I'm like creeping the staff out as I'm like watching them rotate the seats. I wish they had like an unlimited like bullet train pass. I don't care if it's like $2,000, like $3,000 a month. Well, I mean, it wouldn't make sense if I'm just visiting on vacation. It wouldn't make sense if I'm just visiting on vacation. But like in a hypothetical situation where I could like live there, I would spend like $3,000 a month for like an unlimited bullet train pass, and I would just like ride it back and forth like an idiot. Unlimited train works. Exactly. No, the pass, like the JR pass for like a tourist. If you're a tourist, there's like a JR pass, which is like $500, $600. It doesn't count for the bullet train. Like you have to buy a separate ticket for the bullet train. I think it's discounted, but I don't think it counts. I think you can get a discount on the bullet train ticket. Yeah. It does? I'm pretty sure like I had to pay. Oh, non-nozomi. Okay. I was like, nozomi, give it to me. Yeah. I think the nozomi is the express. Like it's like a non-stop thing. And I liked it. I like it. No. I stand nozomi. Get out of here. Get out of here, Hikari fans. Like, I'm a Nozomi fan. Get out of here, Hikari. Nozomi only for me. Like a bunch of like Hikari fans are like unsubbed. I'm never watching a stream ever again, old man. How dare you? How dare you slander Hikari? Like a bunch of like idiots that are obsessed with trains are starting like a mini like war, like a fandom war in my chat. Disliking all videos. Hikari slander. I will not stand by and watch you slander Hikari train. I'm going back and I'm disliking all of your videos, old man. You've crossed the line. It's like Initial D, but for trains. Okay, we got to get back to the mascot topic. I keep getting sidetracked by like really banger super chats. Oh no. Good evening, Mr. Vesper. You love undergarments. It's even reaching high school girls in Japan. No. Is this Kono-san? Kono-san, thank you for the super chat. Oh my fucking god. It's just a bit. It's just a bit. How do you say bit in JP? How do you say bit in Japanese? Like I just need to explain to like, especially the Star Senpai, like I need to explain to them that it's just a bit. I did it because I thought it would be funny. I'm not. Oh my god. Chotto bit? No, it's not like little bit. I think like just a little bit is like chotto. Yeah, a bit. How do you explain a bit? Tsukomi, manzai. I don't know. It's like a gag. Yeah, it's just like a bokeh tsukomi. Like I'm the bokeh, right? It's like a gag. Yeah, it's like a comedy thing. Jodan. Jodan desu. Jodan desu. Sumimasen deshita. Extended joke. We keep getting sidetracked. How dare you, old man? Hikari gang, rise up. No, it's fine. I should just. Here's the thing. Those who live by the bit die by the bit. If you're not prepared to get dunked on because of the bits that you're pulling out, then you shouldn't be making bits in the first place. You should just be like a, I don't know, an informational YouTuber and just be like, hello, today I'm talking about this topic. And I've done a lot of research. Oh man. Was it like Nerd of the Rings? There's nothing wrong with like an informational YouTube. I love Nerd of the Rings. It's so good. Because I read the Silmarillion like once. And then I read Lord of the Rings like once a year. And then including the appendix in the back at the very end of Return of the King, there's like an appendix and I read that. I can't read the Silmarillion because it's like incredibly dense. But I watched Nerd of the Rings and I learned something new about the Middle Earth universe every time that I watch a video. It's so good. It's really good. So I'm not like dunking on informational YouTubers. It's just kind of like, that's not me. I'm an entertainer. I say stupid things and then the vesties laugh at me and then hopefully I make their day a little bit better and then they can, you know, when they're bored, when they're eating and they want some entertainment, you guys can like put on a video and watch. I'm not really an informational YouTuber. So like I live and die by the bit and I have to be ready to be roasted. But man, I was not prepared. We laugh with you. You can laugh at me. It's good. Yeah, I keep getting sidetracked. The pantsu. No. Phosphatide. Thank you for the super chat. It's like my Japanese teacher once said, Hikari is named after light because it's fast. Nozomi is named after hope. Nozomi. Because it's what you'll need if you want to get anywhere. Interesting. Yo, yeah. I've heard of... Yeah. I know that meme, Keith. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Do you guys know about Keirin? I would love to do a stream about Keirin because I don't know that much about it, but I'm like really interested in Keirin. Wait, can I talk about Keirin? Maybe I can't. No, I'm pretty sure I can't talk about it. Never mind, we're going to move on. Keirin is a style of... All right, I'll just tell you why I can't talk about it, okay? I'll tell you why I can't talk about it, and then we'll move on. Keirin is a style of legal gambling in Japan, and it's like bicycle race. Yeah, it's like bicycle racing, and it's like legal to gamble on it in Japan. And it's just like, I don't think I can talk about it. We're gonna move on. All I'll say is that a Keirin approved bicycle is a fixie, and it's like insanely expensive. It's insanely expensive. There's a brand of bicycle that's they're not made anymore. They're called Sanrensho, which is like San 3 Rensho, which is like 3 consecutive victories. And my dream fixie is a Sanrensho bicycle. A Sanrensho katana is like my like, oh my god, I would love one. Yeah, 3 Rensho. Yeah, Sanrensho is like, oh. Oh, he's so expensive. And then like my dream bicycle is at Sanrensho Konno. Sanrensho was a JP bicycle manufacturing company, and it was made by a guy named Konno. And Konno was contracted by Specialized to make bicycles for them. But it wasn't branded Sanrensho. Like, it was a contract, like, his factory made like 200 bicycles, and then they like painted them, and then they sold them as like Specialized bicycles. I think they were like Specialized LA, right? And it's very difficult to find one. And that's like my dream bike. And I know exactly how to find one. I know exactly how to find one. It's the fork. Like, it has a really interesting like fork crown, and it's like, oh, there you go. Like, that's a Konno like Specialized LA. Yeah, NJS, let's go. Okay, we have to back to mascots. Back to mascots. Back to mascots. I can't keep. Yeah, stop stalling. I'm probably frustrating people because I keep getting sidetracked. A bat with a vest for a couple reasons. I want to avoid using like a bat mascot. Ah, man. For a couple reasons. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm just a normal, functioning human member of society, and there's nothing anyone can say or do to prove otherwise. I'm just a normal, functioning human being and a member and a contributing member to society, and there's nothing anybody can do to prove otherwise. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a little guy. Bad. A teacup? A teacup? Like a Western style teacup, or like a Japanese mug? I really like the Japanese mug. It's got no handle, and it's got like the ridges, and I like the glazing on it. I like Japanese style teacups a lot. A mug. Alright, so my ideal, okay, so here's my ideal mascot. Can I pitch it to you guys? My ideal mascot is like, if I could somehow instantly and accurately poll every single vestie in existence, I would want to find out what the most common favorite animal is, and then make my mascot that animal. And it sucks that like at least half of all people will just be like, oh well, I guess that's just not my favorite animal. But like, we have to pick something. It's literally a bat. Are you kidding me? I'm in shambles if it's like literally a bat. Please. I'm in shambles. You sort of walked into this one. I mean, I see not panda. I see raccoon. I like raccoon, and it's kind of the same color scheme as me too, right? A raccoon is like kind of the same color scheme as me as well, but I think that might be treading a little bit too close to Fuma Senpai, right? That's the problem. Treading a little bit too close to Fuma Senpai. like a tanuki, right? A vampire raccoon. Yeah, like I don't wanna. Raccoon would totally be up there. It would be like shortlisted as like, yeah, I like that. But then like Fuma Senpai, you know, like I'm gonna, yeah. Please, I'm begging you. If you want, like, I'll get down on my hands and knees and just like touch my head to the floor. Please, not a bat. I'm begging you. Please. I don't want to have to explain that to to the powers that be. Like, I'm begging you. If I get down on my hands and knees and touch my head to the floor, right now, right here, could we just agree, like, not to be a bat? Please. Just tell them it's a bit. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get down. Yeah, I'm gonna deny trade offer. Just tell them not to worry about it. A possum? That might be good. Possums also dig through trash. Yeah. But the thing is, like, can you draw a possum in a way that it doesn't look like a rat? Like a mouse or a rat? And then I'm kind of like treading on like Heiko Senpai's territory, right? Like, how would you draw a possum and not make it look like a rat? Stop fighting it. I'm begging you. With difficulty. A raven? That might be kind of cool. Yeah, ravens are kind of cool. The teeth? Yeah. Why an animal? I don't know. I thought it'd be kind of cute if it's like if the vesties are like an animal. I don't know. I'm kind of latching onto it. Maybe. I think the Magmite is brilliant. I think the Magmite is like a thing of beauty because it's a spider. It doesn't overlap with anybody in HoloPro. It's like brilliant. And it's not really related to Dez in any way, except the fact that like you've got a lot of like hands, right? It's just like a thing of beauty. Because it reflects his base more than him. So I know I'm being annoyingly specific, but I would like at least one element of my mascot to be completely unrelated to anything about me and just be like your thing. And it's like, there you go. That's the vesty thing. And it's like, yeah. So like, I kind of like the Raven idea because there's nothing Raven like in me or in anything that I'm interested in. That might be kind of cool. Like a dapper raven. A hydra? A capybara? I love capybara. I have like a soothing image that I look at. I used to have two soothing images that I look at when I'm like really stressed. One was like a rabbit with a pancake on its head. And then I switched over. I upgraded to a capybara with a tangerine on its head. A soothing capybara with a tangerine on its head. Oh. A turtle? I actually love turtles. I love turtles a lot. There used to be not a meme, but it's like a screenshot of an AIM AIM. It's a screenshot of an instant message conversation. Was it instant message? Was it? I think it was like IRC. It's like a screenshot of a conversation. And it's like, do you know a turtle's only weakness? It's like, no, tell me. a turtle's only weakness is if you turn it upside down, it loses all mobility. And then the response to that is like, now I have a plan. I'm going to duct tape 2 turtles together, and then they'll be invincible. Getting rotated, yeah. So if you duct tape 2 turtles together, it's impossible to rotate them because at any point, no. Well, you can put them on their side, right? So you need to get 4 turtles and duct tape them into a square. They form square, and then no matter which way you put them, there's one side that can continue the ultimate organism. I almost said something. 3 is good. That's true. 3 is good. 3 is good. You duct tape 3 turtles together into it, and then they'll form triangle, and then it's just impossible to rotate them onto their back. The infinity turtle. But again, it's like, it goes back to, it's not a reflection of you guys. It's like, oh, this is an animal that I like. Therefore, you guys are this animal now. Like, I want it to be like, this is you. And like, I had no influence on it. Very little influence. Because I believe the Magmite was like fan art. Back when I didn't give up on Twitter and I was trying to figure out like what the F Twitter is and how it works, I was checking everybody's tags. And I was like, okay, what is a tag? It's like you put a tag and then you can click on it and then you could see people do it. And then like, it's good because they could put it in a tag and they're not like messaging you directly. And it's like, why wouldn't they want to message you directly? And it's like, well, because there's like very little record of it. And if you have a tag and you click on it, it's just there forever. And it's like organized and it's easy to see. It's like, okay, I'm behind organization. I like organization. Yeah. Magni just made a bunch of ideas and the spider stuck. Oh, okay. It's an original? Okay. I don't know. Consider bats, please. I'm begging you. I don't want to have to go and explain like why it's a bat. A moose? Stop with the bats. My vote goes to a raven with glasses and a vest like yours because Vesti, Mati Panzer, thank you very much for the super chat. A raven I like. A turtle, a bat. A raven I never would have thought of. Do you guys know how gigantic a raven is? Do you guys know how like... Ravens are like absolute units. They're huge. They're huge. I think a lot of people will see a crow and they'll be like, that's a raven. But there's a reason why crows are crows and ravens are ravens, right? Like ravens are like twice the size of a crow. They're gigantic. They're really big. It's kind of like how people hear wolf and then they imagine a German shepherd. People hear wolf and they think German shepherd. But a wolf is actually gigantic. They're huge. Mary, hello. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. How are you? How are you? I hope everything is well with you. We're doing a zatsudan. We're trying to choose a mascot. And it's like, I know I'm being a prima donna, but I want a mascot that reflects the vesties, and I have like at least one element that I had no part in it, and it's just like them. And then like the other stuff, like the glasses, the book, the tea, the vest, we can add that, and it's like, there you go. It ties back into me, but like one element, and I want it to be the main element, like the animal that it is, to not be, yeah. A raven? A capybara? Why don't you want bats? Okay. It's because I'm not supposed to acknowledge. It's supposed to. I'm not supposed to acknowledge what you guys are referring to. It's like I have to dance around it. I'm just like, I'm not supposed to acknowledge what you guys are talking about. Let's just move on. Guzen. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. I know. There's a resemblance. I know, but I'm not supposed to acknowledge it. I know. Guzen. Is it guzen? Like stress the U? Guzen. Please. Yo. GM Levy, bats who claim to be a raven. I knew it. Is it a bit or a bet? If it's a bet, we can help you win it. What if it's like a bat and it's got like a crappy like Halloween like beak like cone? Like they're dressed up and they're pretending to be a raven, but it's clearly a bat. And they've taped feathers onto their wings, but it's clearly they've got like you could see the rubber band that's going around the back of their head, and it's like a paper like beak, and then they've taped feathers to their wings, and it's just like, no, I'm a raven. What are you talking about? It's too intricate. Compromise accepted. That's definitely gonna get rejected. It's for sure going to get rejected. You could just make Axel your mascot. All right, I'll ask. It's just so weird that. Do you want Axel to reflect you? Like you're Axel? Because my mascot is supposed to be a reflection of the Vesties, and it's just like, there he is. It's just Axel. I can try to do like a bat that's cosplaying as a raven or a crow. I could try to do a bat that's cosplaying as a raven. But that's like you're firing up XCOM, and then you're taking the shot to look at the shot percentage. Like you go into fire weapon, and then you're looking at the percentage, and it's like a 5% chance. They're under full cover, they're hunkered down, and they've got like a smoke grenade. It's like a 5% chance. It's worth the shot. It's like a 95% chance to miss. But so you're saying there's a chance? Oh man, you guys are a bootleg raven. Never tell me the odds. It's funny because I know that phrase and I think it's funny, but I'm like the opposite of that. Always tell me the odds. Just spam the odds at me. Give me like a real-time ticker tape of the odds as time is changing. And I was just like, okay, good. I love having that information. 1 out of 1. Never tell me the odds. I want to be a little guy, aka a caterpillar. I like the idea. I like the idea of a bookworm, and it's a caterpillar. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. So in general, we want to stay away from stuff that's a little bit too close to other IPs, and I feel like I've almost certainly seen that. Like a cartoon character that's a caterpillar with glasses and they're holding a book. I feel like I've seen that. A bookmark. Oh, bookmark. I used to collect bookmarks. Oh man, I lost my collection. Is that cringe? Is that cringe? I typically don't like conventions. They're just too crowded, and I don't do well with crowds, and I don't like smelling people. I don't like smelling people. Like, some people, misophonia is like just an intense dislike of hearing things, right? I have that, but for smell. I don't know what it's called. He calling it stinky. It's not everybody at the con. It's just like 1 out of 100 people at the con, you can smell them before you see them. You know what I'm talking about? Like 1 out of 100 people, you can smell them before you see them at a con. Yeah. Yeah. But when I used to endure it and go to a convention, I would spend most of my time at the artist alley and I would collect bookmarks. That was my favorite piece of like artist alley merch to get. I used to collect bookmarks and they were really cool. Sometimes I would collect them and I wouldn't know what anime or video game that they were referencing just because I was like big into, because some people do the posters, but I never put them up on my wall. My wall is like the walls of my room and my apartment are completely barren. There's like nothing on the walls. Oh, hello, sir. There we go. I've got a wall clock and I've got my most precious prized possession, which is like an oil painting, a single oil painting, and that's it. There's like nothing on my wall. I don't really put up like prints up on the wall. So I would buy a print and then I would go to waste because I wouldn't. But a bookmark, I used to keep them. I used to keep them in a little box and then like use my favorite bookmark for the book that I was reading. So anytime that I finished a book and then I would buy a new one, I would pull out a bookmark and then I would use it for that book. So I would associate like an anime / video game bookmark with the book that I was reading. And it was good. It was good. I stopped doing that just because I stopped going to, you know, the thing that happened 2.5 years ago where they canceled literally everything. At that point, I just kind of fell off, and then I still have them somewhere, but they're like buried under a bunch of crap. Bro, I love book smell. Oh, book smell is so good. I love book smell. And book smell is not a good smell. Like the binding glue, it smells, it's not a pleasant smell, but I like it. I think some people mentioned they like the smell of gasoline. To me, gasoline is like a vile smell. Like it's like, oh, that's not a pleasant smell, right? But I respect that some people like it. I don't think they're wrong for liking the things that they like. I don't think that people that like the smell of it are wrong. They just like it. There's nothing wrong with liking the things that you like. But I don't like it, right? So for me, book smell, like book binding glue, a lot of people think that it smells like poop. A lot of people think that the glue that's used in binding books, it smells like poop. Some people think that. And yeah, it probably does, but I like that smell. I like the smell. And I understand that a lot of people find it like a repulsive smell, but I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Glue sniffing stream. I like the sound of a page being turned. I hate folding pages. When I see somebody else folding the page of their own book, I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. But if I lend somebody my own book and then they fold the pages to hold their place, it's like or if they open the book and like they put it down to go get some more water or something, they're like reading a book that I lent them and then they put it down to go get water and then they put it face down. They put the book face down and it's open and it's like destroying the binding. It's just like Here's the thing. I don't really care if people do that to their own book, but if it's a book that I lent to them and they're destroying it, it's just like, oh, I'm never lending you one of my books ever again. I'm never lending you one of my books ever again. Yeah, if it's your own book, yeah, like I don't care. It's fine. if it's my own book or if it's a library book. If it's a book that you checked out from the library and you're destroying it, it's just like, oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Some poor kid needs to read that. You can't destroy it. But I do think, I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. If I'm borrowing someone else's book and I see that it's dog-eared, I think that's what it's called, right? When you fold over a page to hold its place, that's called dog-earing a book, right? When a book is dog-eared, when people write stuff into it, when they scribble stuff into it, I kind of like it. Is that weird? It's weird. It's weird because I feel like I can look at the things that they did to the book and figure out stuff about them that they would never tell me. Because when you meet someone, I feel like they're always going to put their best foot forward, and they're not going to give you the little things about their character that they just wouldn't tell you. And so when I'm borrowing a book from someone, like a textbook, and I see stuff scribbled into the margins, or there's like dog ears and stuff like that, I like it because it's like I could observe and try to infer things about the person that they wouldn't tell me. Yeah. Cyblade, thank you for the super chat. I'm voting for Owl considering the connection between owls and wisdom. Also, we have multiple foxes in Hololive. I think we could afford multiple fan bases represented by the same animal. It's true. It's true. Do you guys know the Tootsie Pop commercial? Like, it's really old. I'm outing myself as a boomer. You know, like Mr. Owl from the Tootsie Pop commercial? It's like an owl wearing like the little like graduation cap. I like that guy. That guy's cheeky as hell. That guy kind of reminds me of Axel, where it's like if you give Axel food, he's gonna eat it. And you have no one to blame but yourself. Like, you can't give Axel food and then he eats it and then you're like, how dare you eat the food that I gave you? That's just what he does. That's in his nature. Don't get mad at my boy for your own actions, right? You gave that owl a Tootsie Pop of your own volition. They ate it. I don't know what you expected. Yeah. I do like owls, and I especially like the Tootsie Pop owl, but probably don't want to step on toes there. We're gonna avoid that. How about a vulture? Vultures are cool, especially condors. Vultures are cool. Condors are so freaking cool. I don't know. I feel like vultures and condors get like a bad rap. But they're like doing the environment a solid. I don't know. The way that I like dig for computer parts and just take them out of the trash, because you shouldn't put a computer in the trash. Like, it shouldn't go to a landfill. Like, it should definitely go to a recycling center, because there's like a lot of lead in there. There's a lot of stuff inside of a computer that like should not be going to a dump. So like, yeah, like a vulture or a condor is like me, but in animal form. It's like nature's trash can. I'm a trash can. What is the... No. You guys are too good to be a trash can. No. No. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the trash can. Look at me. I'm the trash can. We're the trash can. Our trash can. Okay? Our trash can. Life Swordsman, thank you for the super chat. There's another thing you have to consider for your mascot. What would be a great enemy to fight in Holocure? I don't know if that's gonna be a thing. For a lot of reasons, I don't think that's gonna be a thing. We are plastic orbs. Raccoon is a mascot. Raccoon and owl. I know it's okay, but I kind of want to, just out of a sign of respect, want to stay away from it. I do know that like both parties probably wouldn't care, and they're just like, yeah, well, I don't care. Do what you want. I know that both parties would probably just be like, I don't care. But like as a sign of respect, I kind of want to, you know, like not step a little bit too close. Not step a little bit too close. Yeah. It's all about respect. I just need a thing that can be an adorable plushie. Okay, so I will sketch out like a bat that's cosplaying as a raven. That'll be one. I might do like a capybara as well. Is it capybara or capybara? I call it capybara. Like a capybara with fangs. Plastic orb. That would be such a... Then again, like... Do you remember the tofu? The smiling tofu plushie? I had one of those. You wouldn't think that a plastic... Like a ball of plastic wrap would be good. But the thing is, like, a tofu... Like a smiling tofu is just like... Is just a beige cube with a face on it. And people love that, right? Oh no, tofu in a jar? Yeah. What if the vesties are all the tiny Vespers in a jar? What if like every single vestie is just like there's like thousands of them? What if I have like no real fans? They're all clones. like Magni felt really bad for me, so he's like, all right, I can fix this. It's so dark. It's so dark. It's like a really dark. Peck School, thank you for the super chat. Also, you remember that you can have a personal mascot and a fan-based mascot. Like Callie Senpai has Death Sensei but deadbeats his fans. Crony Senpai has Boros, but cronies are her fans. Huh. Interesting. Then in that case, yeah, I could definitely have something that represents me, but then what I'm looking at in a mascot is not the thing that represents me. So if I do that, it's like good. Like I have the thing that represents me, but I still need a mascot. Like that's what I want. Yeah. So in that case, like the bat that's cosplaying as a raven is still me. It's still more me than you guys. So it's like we're back at stage one. What's the super chat saying? What's your opinion of a bookmark with bat wings as a mascot? Because we're all stuck in books and knowledge because of you. Wacky Warrior, thank you for the super chat. But I do feel like it's a little too flat. Plastic orbs are nice. That's kind of cute. Yeah, a plastic like ball. Jep Samplena, thank you for the super chat. A lemur with a vest, glasses, book would perfectly embody us, coinciding with your color scheme. A lemur, okay. A little monkey. A monkey. Christy Shaver, thank you for the super chat. What do you like about us? Soothing like the capybara. What do we make you feel? That's a good question. All right, let me think about it. What do the vesties make me feel? I'm amazed that you exist. It's like, whoa. You guys are here. That's amazing. We exist. And it's like the same people. Does that make sense? It's like the same people. I'm starting to like recognize And it's like, whoa, whoa. Like the Nozomi versus Hikari discourse didn't turn you guys into antis, and you guys are just like unsubbed. Dislike every video. You guys are still here. He's on to us, lads. And it's like, I think I could divide the Vesties into two categories. Whenever I bring up something really, really esoteric, esoteric, I don't know how to pronounce that word because I've never heard it said out loud. Is it esoteric? Esoteric? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm like Megamind. Like, I've never heard it spoken out loud. But whenever I bring up something like really, really like niche, whenever I bring up something super niche that like most people wouldn't hear about, you can divide the Vesties into two camps. There's the camp that's like, they know what I'm talking about, and they're like, yo, I know what you're talking about. And they get like really hype about the thing that I'm talking about, like Karen. They're like, oh, I know what that is, right? And then the other camp is usually in the majority, and it's just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I love both camps equally because they're so funny to me. One camp is like super excited because they know what I'm talking about, and the other camp is like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I like your enthusiasm. I have no idea what you're talking about, Grandpa. I feel like you're having another episode, but I like your enthusiasm, and I love both sides. So I think that might be my favorite part of you guys, of the Vesties, that like whenever I bring up a new topic, is just like two clear categories. There's like nothing in between. It's just people that know what I'm talking about, and they're super excited that we can nerd out about this really specific thing that most people don't even know exists. And the other camp is like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I like your enthusiasm. And I like both camps equally. We can't have the Vesties without like both camps. If it's like all people that have no idea what I'm talking about, that's kind of sad. And if we have all people that like understand and there's nobody left, that's kind of sad. We gotta have like both sides, because I feel like, I imagine it's not like a competition between both sides, because every Vestie has been on like one side or the other, like, because they just bring up too many stupid things. Because it's like a bicycle fan, when you hear me talking about bicycle stuff, you're like, cool, I know about this. And then I bring up like golfing, right? I'm not talking about the approach game. I'm talking about Evan roll putters or something like that, right? And then you're just like, okay, well, I like bicycles, but I don't know anything about golf, because golf is for old men with goofy pants and a fat ass. So I feel like every Vestie at one point over the last 6 weeks has been in either side. So it's like, there's no competition. It's just like, I imagine whenever I bring up a new topic, there's like a shuffle. There's like a shuffle where like Vesties move from one camp to the other, and then it's like, you know like the Looney Tunes thing where like you're clocking in and then another worker is clocking out, and then you're just making small talk, and then you're like punching your card, and then you're swap. So it's like the Vesties are doing like a swap when I bring up a new like really specific topic, and then like you're just making small chat. It's like, you know what he's talking about? Yeah. You know what he's talking about? I have no freaking clue, man. It's like, all right, have fun. You guys like swap camps. There's no animosity. Like you guys are like in the groove, and you understand like the way that it works in one of my free chats. I just have a very hyper specific. I have like 6 hyper specific interests, and it's not like general. It's not like, oh, I like video games. I love video games. Video games saved my life. I have nothing but wonderful things to say about video games, but that's like a general interest where like most people like video games. I don't count that as one of my interests, because it's just like, video games are amazing. I have very, very hyper specific interests, and it's just like, what? Why? Help, Vesper, I lost my drawing glove? Wait. Are you supposed to wear gloves when you draw? Artists, can you help me out? Have I not been wearing a glove like the entire time when I'm drawing? Look at this amateur. He doesn't even know about drawing gloves. It's a personal preference. On a tablet, yes. That's only for tablets. Oh, it's for digital drawing on a tablet. Oh, why? Can someone teach me like why you need a glove when you're drawing on a tablet? It's not really needed. Sweat, smudging, table with a screen. Screen tablet gets grody, sweaty hands, surface stuff. Oh, okay. Couldn't it just be any glove? Palm rejection? Oh, I know what palm rejection is. I know what that is. It's actually like quite advanced. The way that they program like palm rejection into like a tablet. I have a friend that worked on that. Cintiq users will need it. Interesting. Do you have to buy a specific glove, or could you just buy like any glove? I'm imagining like a baseball glove. Could you imagine? It's like I take the advice from the Vesties and I buy a glove for drawing once I get my tablet in the mail, and it's like a full-on baseball glove, and I'm trying to draw with it. It's like, it's not working, guys. I feel like I'm drawing worse now than I was with MS Paint and a mouse. I don't know, it's not working, and it's like a baseball glove. Or like a catcher's mitt. Instructions unclear. Instructions unclear. Please specify. I used to use golf gloves, but I've been going gloveless lately. The best way to figure out like if your swing is garbage and you're not very good at golf is if you go through golf gloves like a lot. Because the perfect swing doesn't really put stress on the glove itself. And so like one golf glove could last you like 8 months, 9 months, right? But if you're not very good at golf and you're like chunking it, you'll rip your glove within a month. Within a month, you'll rip your glove, right? And I rip my glove every 2 weeks. So it's just like I just stopped using a glove because it's just like I'm not good enough at the game yet, and it's just like I'm so bad. I rip golf gloves in like 2 to 3 weeks. It's just like, oh man. Yeah, you should wear a glove because it gives you a better grip, and it allows you. All right, so let's just. Oh man, am I gonna do another tangent on golf? The ideal golf swing puts the minimal amount of grip strength into the club to keep it from flying out of your hands. Because if you're like white knuckling it, you're lowering your club head speed, which means you're lowering your driving distance. That's like the secret to golf. Somebody that's starting out with golfing, they like try to grip it and rip it, right? They're trying to like grip it and rip it, which is like you just white knuckle it and then you chop at it as hard as you can. Oh man, I hit my mic. But the trick to like the perfect golf swing is like very, very light grip. The minimum you need to keep it from like flying out of your hands at the completion of the swing. And don't imagine it like a baseball bat. Imagine it like a whip. Imagine like the tip of the club as like a whip. And so like when you swing it, it's going to have like the flex to like kind of whip forward, and it's going to add maybe like 10 to 15% to your club head speed. And it's not about the force that goes into what's hitting the golf ball. It's about the speed. It's not about strength, it's about speed. So like the way that I've heard it is like 1, repeatable motion. 2, the repeatable motion is like you swing the same time, like every time. And then 2, it's like focus on speed more than strength. And imagine like the golf club being like a whip in your hand. And you're just like, whoosh, and then like, yeah. And so like, if you're white knuckling it, it lowers your club head speed. It lowers it. That being said, there's like an entire branch of people that don't even golf. They just do drive. They do like long drive competitions. And like the guy that's like at the top of his game. Oh my god. Hello, sir? There you go. The guy that's at the top of his game, he's got like super long hair. He looks like a death metal like frontman. He looks like Squishguard from Metalocalypse. This guy clearly grips it and rips it, and he drives like 450 yards. Like, this guy's like a freaking monster. I don't know his name, but I've watched videos of him. He's got like super long blonde hair, and he looks like Squishguard from Metalocalypse. This guy definitely grips it and rips it. Like, if you look at his swing, it's like a baseball bat swing, and this guy can drive it like 450 yards. He's incredible. He's like a freaking monster. He's brutal. Yeah. I watched a video of him and Bryson DeChambeau like hanging out. And then he's like teaching Bryson like how to get an even longer drive. And Bryson's like, oh, interesting. So you just kind of throw like the classic whip argument off, and then just like, you guys, I don't even know his name. Can somebody tell me his name? Like, he's very distinct looking. He doesn't golf. He's not a golfer. He just does long drives. And he's got like very long blonde hair. And he just like, he's like Happy Gilmore. He's like insane. I love watching him because his swing is so weird looking. He like chops at it. So like he just completely ignores what I just told you, and he just like destroys it. Michael Hawk, is that his name? Am I shouting out like Michael Hawk? I hope that's like the correct name and I'm not getting bamboozled. No, it's Kyle Berkshire. Yeah, it's that guy. It's Kyle Berkshire, that guy. It's not Michael Hawk. It's Kyle Berkshire, yeah. I know. I walked into that one. Kyle Berkshire. We're moving on. Never trust chat. Yeah. Never trust anybody named Butter. Get out of here, Butter. Get out of here. Bro, he's so young. I got rotated. Yeah. See, if I'm doing the rotating, I have to be prepared to be rotated. And if I'm going to be like, no, don't rotate me. No, that's not cool. You're banned. You're banned for rotating me. Then I shouldn't be rotating like other people. That's just me being like a baby. So, you know what? Good stuff, Butter. You successfully rotated the shit out of me. Get rotated, Grandpa. Get out of here. My favorite South Park episode where Butters became a pimp. Okay, we're gonna move on. I'm pretty sure that this is not good. We're gonna move on. Let's just move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Vesti, no. No, we're moving on. Capybara gargoyles. Oh, I like that. I like the idea of like a capybara with fangs. That it's kind of like we're getting close. We're getting close to the bonk territory, but I think it could pass. I think a capybara with fangs could like just barely pass. Instead of a capybara, just a gargoyle would be good. Gargoyles might be cool, but that's like kind of like complex, right? Is there a way to make like a cute chibi gargoyle that's not too... Because the gargoyle is supposed to be like gothic and ornate, and like it's got like a crazy fearsome expression on its face, right? And I'm just thinking of Gargoyles, the cartoon, where it's like the dude from Mass Effect is Goliath. You know what I'm talking about? That's the same voice actor, right? The dude from Mass Effect is like Goliath. It's the same. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my god. That guy's great. I love Gargoyles. It was so good. It was really good. And like the villain was like evil Tony Stark, but then there was like an arc where it's like, is he evil? Their goals kind of align. Their goals kind of align right now. Is he bad? He's kind of like evil Tony Stark. He even has like a gigantic building, right? And it's got like a platform at the top. Man, that was a really good show. Who's my favorite character in that show? Was it Brooklyn? Which one was Brooklyn? I think Brooklyn was my favorite. Actually, Goliath was pretty cool. The leader? Evil Tony Stark is just Luther? No. Well, like evil Tony Stark in Goliath had like a suit, right? He had like a robotic suit and he made it look like Goliath, like the leader of the gargoyles. Do you remember that arc where he had like a suit? He had like a robot suit that he was in and it made him look like Goliath. So like my tiny little child brain was like, oh, he's like evil Tony Stark. He's like evil Tony Stark. Lex Luthor has a suit too? No shot. Wait, does he? In which canon? Because all of the stuff that I've seen, like, he never had a suit. Maybe I'm just like a DC noob. I apologize, everybody. I'm just a stupid little DC noob and I don't know. Injustice? Bro! Don't get me started on Doctor Doom. Don't get me freaking started on Doctor Doom. Do you remember the arc where Doctor Doom became the new Iron Man and he was trying to be good, but like he's clearly still evil? Oh my fucking god. I freaking love Doctor Doom. I love how he's like unquestionably evil. But in his mind, he's like, if I'm evil, it's because everyone else is wrong. I love Doctor Doom. I freaking love Doctor Doom so much. All right. I want to talk a little bit about my favorite thing about Doctor Doom. Wasn't too crazy about Jessica Jones. I know it was like critically acclaimed and a lot of people liked it. The TV show Jessica Jones, it was okay, but not for me. Did you know that the main villain of Jessica Jones is like an actual Marvel villain? Like the purple dude is like an actual Marvel villain, and he actually has that ability. Although his ability in the comics is not, it's like a virus, right? Like he like sheds a virus and it's like a mind control thing. Did you know that Doctor Doom is like fully immune to that? Did you know that? Did you know that Kilgrave's like Doctor Doom's willpower is a superpower? It counts as a superpower. And he tried to mind control Doctor Doom and Doctor Doom just like punched him. He's like, no. Nobody controls my mind but me. What a Giga Chad. What an Omni Chad. I feel like Doctor Doom would definitely be a Zachado. Like, if Doctor Doom deigned to watch Tempest, the little guys, Axel would be his favorite and he would be a Zachado. And he would have 10 accounts. He would have like 100 accounts and he would have like 100 of them. He would just be like $100 monthly subscriber for like 100 accounts. He's like, yeah, what of it? Bitch, I'm the king of an entire country. Money is no object. I don't care. I have to support my little doggo. He has to be fed correctly. Why is he eating chicken? He should be eating steak. I freaking love Doctor Doom. I freaking love Doctor Doom. He's so funny. All Latverian children will be given tier 4 Axel subscriptions, Axel memberships, as Doom decrees. But anyways, there was a comic arc where Tony Stark disappears, and then Doctor Doom takes up the mantle of Iron Man and he becomes Iron Man. And like he's still like completely ruthless and he's just like, you have to sign a contract. Like he defeats like a villain. It's like you have to sign a contract. And you have to promise that like you're no longer going to do evil deeds or I'm just going to kill you right now. Like that's the feeling of like Doctor Doom Iron Man where it's like you have to solemnly swear to me that like you're never going to do an evil deed ever again or I'm just going to ice you right here. Like, I'm just gonna kill you. It's like, holy crap. This is not a threat. This is just a statement of how it's going to go down in the next 10 minutes. He's just so cool. Swear to me. Oh, I'm like messing up my throat. Uh-oh. I feel like if you put Des and I together, we're just gonna do like Batman and like Bane voices and just tear out our throats. And then it's gonna come time to work on our covers, and it's just like we're gonna be dead. Like we're gonna be like coughing up blood. Yeah. Good point, good point. Hydration check. Hold on. At least Bane sounds like Deckard Cain. He kinda does! He kinda does. Capybara on a penny farthing. I think like the capybara with like the little accents that like hint at the implication might be the thing that passes. I'll also draw like the bat that's cosplaying as a raven. Maybe like a bookworm, like a little nerdy caterpillar. Yeah. Like a bookworm, like a little dragon. Oh, okay, okay. I'll attempt to do a gargoyle as well. I will attempt to do a gargoyle as well. It's weird too because I'm not really like a comic book fan. I just have really specific like comic book arcs that I'm really into. And then a real comic book fan tries to get into like the nitty gritty and it's like, oh, sorry, dude. Like I'm just a fake comic book fan. Same with sports. I don't know anything about sports. I just think like Orange Team good. Orange Team good. I like Orange Team. I like when Orange Team gets the ball into the hole. I like Orange Team. That's like the extent of how much I'm into sports. Yeah. Same with like comic books. So like I feel bad when I meet a new person and they're like, "Oh, you're one of my people. Here's like stuff that I want to talk about." It's like I feel really bad for debating you, but like I don't know that much about this. I just like it. I just like it. I'm sorry for debating you. I do like it. Yeah. Blue team better. You know what, Kanashi? I disagree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. All right? I disagree with what you're saying, blue team best, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. All right, gold team is pretty spicy. I have to admit, Nick. Gold team is like pretty spicy. Good choice. Good choice. Green team all day. Green team is like in the weeds, man. I love green team. I love green team. I want to love green team, but they've kind of turned into like a farm. They've kind of turned into a farm lately where like they're not even trying to go for the championship. They're just like farming like good underrated talent until they're like good and then they trade them for a lot of money. They've just given up, which is like, I don't know if I can respect that. You gotta have that killer instinct. Like, you have to go for the win, man. I don't care if you don't make it to the playoffs. You gotta try. You know? You gotta try. I have no idea what's going on right now. Wait, what are we talking about? We had a nice little chat. Do I want to go for 3? Do I want to go for 3? Is there anyone streaming close? Is there anyone that's up today? Let me check. Give me a sec. If by streaming like 30 or 40 minutes longer, I can redirect into a Tempus guild member, then I'm in. Nope, we got the card opening. Oh, bro, the card opening is gonna be so cool. Yeah, the card opening is 6, so okay. I think this is a decent place to end it. Oh, thank you for hanging out. 3 hours extension? Do we want to extend it? Do we want to extend it? 6 hour stream, let's go. Fire up some FTL. Actually, actually. If I wanted to switch into a game, I would need to end the stream and then make a new game. And the game would have to be, the new stream would have to be the game. Yeah. Did you watch the direct? I didn't. I missed it. And typically the direct, I like to read the press release. Is that stupid? Is it stupid that I like to read like the official press release rather than the actual presentation? The presentation gets me like super hyped and I end up getting like no information. Does that happen to you guys too? I get like no actual information because it's like, whoa, look at this stuff, whoa. And then at the end of the direct, like the endorphins come down and it's like, what did I learn? I was just magging the entire time. And it's like, I don't remember like anything about what I was just watching because it was just so hype. The dopamine overdose. Yeah. So like, so typically I read the press release first and then I watch it like a video, like the official Nintendo video. Yeah. Like I just like mag way too hard. Head empty because the production value is so good and the editing they do for it is just like designed to make you super excited about the stuff that they have coming up. Like nothing stays in my head. It's just a bunch of really cool images that like flash on the screen and then I just like get really hyper. And then the presentation ends and it's just like, I don't remember anything. I don't know if I could talk about where I find it. You know, there's like every major like, you know, gaming website is gonna do like a press release. Of course, like it's the Nintendo Direct, right? So I read one of those and I get like the general idea of what's coming up, and then I watch Nintendo's presentation. It's like, oh, cool. Whew. Solux Theo, thank you for the super chat. I absolutely popped off when you yelled "Let's go, Justin" during your FTL stream, so I've been meaning to ask, do you like fighting games? Yes. Any favorite franchise? Okay, so I like fighting games, but I don't play it competitively. I like to play the story mode of fighting games, which is like pretty pathetic. The whole point of a fighting game is like the competitive element. So I feel like I don't really deserve to call myself a fighting game fan because like I just like the story. I freaking love Skullgirls. Oh, so good. Skullgirls is so good. Oh. Melty Blood, Skullgirls, Third Strike. Are there like 3D games that I like? The 3D game, I'm kind of into like the 2D fighters. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I played that a lot when I was a kid. I guess that's like a good list of what I like. Guilty Gear, I haven't played a lot of Guilty Gear. I haven't played too much, but I do know the characters, and I think I beat the original Guilty Gear story mode. I haven't played the new one. What's the new one that everybody really likes? I haven't played the new one, but I think I beat the original Guilty Gear. Like, that came out when I was just like a kid. No. Not Hyper Viper Beam. Air Hyper Viper Beam, okay? Never use a standing Hyper Viper Beam. You have to jump and then use it, and then it pretty much gets rid of its only drawback. You have to use the AHVB. You can't use just HVB, because then you get punished. You will definitely get punished if you just use a standing, yeah. Do you know how to do an infinite? The closest might be the fly unfly cheese with Sentinel. That's like garbage. People that do the fly unfly glitch. if you're like drowning and then I'm passing by, I'll just be like, oh, just stay in my own lane, just keep walking. That might be too far. No, I would still help you. I would still help you. I'm bad. I'm very bad at Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like, I'm really bad. I think, the only time I would win in competitive Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is when I was teaching someone how to play the game. I could teach them how to play the game, like the basics, but then anybody that's like, oh, I like the game, they would play me and then they would just stomp me. Like, I would get stomped really bad. Did you watch Evo? I haven't watched Evo in a very long time, but I used to. Yeah. I think somebody was like, who's your favorite Skullgirls character? Let me think about that. I haven't followed up on Skullgirls in a long while. I played like the original release. God, when was that? Like, Skullgirls came out 2011, I think? 2010? 11? I played it like right when it came out and I loved it. And then I don't think I played any of the expansions with like new characters, the DLC. So let me think about who my favorite character is without anything. When I first started, I liked Valentine. She has a really cool dash. In terms of character design, I think Parasol is my favorite. But I couldn't play her because she's got like an asymmetrical dash and I just couldn't get used to it. Like, her positioning is like really difficult. I think Parasol was just like, is she good? And then I would watch people play her, it's like, oh, she's good, but I just can't play her because her dash is so weird. Her dash is like, it's like fast and then slow. It's like, what? The character that I played was probably Peacock and Painwheel. And Philia was pretty good too. Philia was okay. Philia was pretty cool. In terms of design, Peacock was my favorite. By far. Oh, her ending was so sad. Is it okay to spoil like Skullgirls? Is it okay to spoiler it? Her ending got me so fucking sad. Oh my god. Where she's like teaching her little sister. She's like teaching her little sister like how to fight because like, and the implication is that like her little sister is gonna have to like defeat her one day, right? That's like the implication. So she's like overprotective older sister, and she's like, no, you can't get into this. Don't ever get into this. And then she's like, okay, like, I'm gonna have to teach you how to fight because eventually, yeah. She's like overprotective sister that doesn't want her sister to learn how to fight because it's like, I want a better life for you. I don't want you to have to ever fight. And then at the end, it's just like, okay, I failed. So now I have to teach you how to fight. And you know that like, she's going to be like top tier because she's got her older sister teaching her how to fight. Like when she grows up, like she's going to be like cracked at fighting. She's going to be really good. Man, now I'm kind of sad. So I heard something about Skullgirls that maybe somebody can let me know if that's like true or not. I heard they got like, they custom built netcode for that game. They custom built netcode so that like online play would be incredibly smooth and like playable and not frustrating as hell. Is that true? I heard like the reason why Skullgirls was like just insane when it first came out was because the conventional wisdom was that online play with a fighter game is just not realistic because of the way that latency works. And then Skullgirls came out with like a custom netcode that was like, boom, here you go. Now you can play online. And people were like, whoa. The thing is like, I don't play fighting games like competitively. I just play for the story. So like for me, I was like, okay, cool. But I never tested it out. I never played Skullgirls competitively. I just played it for the story. And I think I beat it with everybody. I don't remember. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Also, I think the art for Skullgirls is like really good. The art was like beautiful. Man. Rollback is a huge deal. Rollbackia represents IA, yeah. Netcode, rollback netcode. Skullgirls stream one day. I haven't played a fighting game in like, oh my god, when was the last time I played a fighting game? I don't even know, man. When was the last time I played? I think I stopped playing fighting games when I was in college. It's been a while. And I think you could tell based on like the games that I like, right? Like I haven't listed a game that's come out in the last 10 years. Bro, fight stick, dude. Fight stick, are you crazy? How can you gotta use a fight stick, dude. Gamepad is like too hard. If you can be cracked at a fighting game with a gamepad, you're insane. You're insane. It's like the equivalent of doing all of your art with MS Paint and a mouse. Like, but yeah, you can do it, but why would you? Why on earth would you? I know it's fine. I know you can be really good at the game, but it's just like, damn. It's just easier with the stick. It's just easier with the stick. Like, why would you hurt yourself like that? If you're cracked with a gamepad, it's like, damn. You're like an eldritch god. Sticks are expensive. That's true. That's true. The wrists. Yeah. You work with what you got. You know what it is? If you're a fighting game enthusiast and you use a gamepad, you know what you're like? You guys ever watch Initial D? You guys ever watch Initial D? You're like Takumi. You're like Fujiwara Takumi. Like if you use a gamepad and you're playing fighting games, like there's like Chads that are using like a freaking like Lan Evo like rally car, and you're bodying them with a Hachiroku, and then they're like, how am I being bodied by a Hachiroku? That doesn't make any sense. Like, how am I losing to a Hachiroku? Like, that's you. If you can beat people that are on a fight stick with a gamepad, you're like Fujiwara Takumi delivering your tofu at like 3 a.m. down the Toge, like the mountain pass roads. It's like, yeah, it's really impressive that you can do it, but why? ¿Por qué? Why? I kind of want to do like a... Imagine if I buy like a full-on like driving simulator, like with the wheel and like, you know, like a full-on driving sim, because there's like a really funny stream clip of a streamer who's doing like a driving racing game, and then like every time he crashes into a car, like he jerks his body, and then he looks like he's dead. I love that clip. Before when I was like an infant baby and I didn't know how difficult it was to, you know, make sure you're not using copyrighted content, I wanted to take that famous clip of the guy that like runs into something and then like he jerks out of his seat and then like he's like slumped down, like he's passed out. I was gonna take that and then have him running into Axel. It's just like Axel. It's like crudely photoshopped Axel, and he runs into him, and then Axel is like perfectly fine. He took no damage. So like he drives the car at like 150 miles per hour, like into Axel, and then Axel's just like perfectly fine, and the guy's like in shambles. But then my manager was like, no, that's definitely gonna get copyright struck. Like there's no way you can do that. I have all these stupid ideas for little edited videos because I like making videos. I think they're funny. I think they're really funny, but you got to be really careful and you can't do like I want to do the thirsty flower thing dubbed with me, Axel, and Dez, but we have to think very carefully about whether we can do that or not. Just because, like the original artist, not the guy that did the, not the absolute Giga Chad that like drew our hair, like our version. Somebody did like an original version of that, and it's like a little bit sketchy. Because think about it. Think about the original artist of the Thirsty Little Flower comic. If they log onto YouTube and they see like a video and it's like us, and it's just kind of like, I didn't get permission. I didn't give permission for that. That's not cool, right? I get that it's a transformative work, but it's still a little bit, I don't know. Like Dez always says, if you guys hang out at Dez's stream, the great Magni Dezmond, he's really fond of saying that like artists are like the lifeblood of like any VTuber community. And he's right. Like it runs on artists, and like you can't you can't like use stuff without permission. And the only reason it's like okay to use like the fan art, I think, for the thumbnail is that like my manager showed me the Fanworks guideline on the official cover website. The official cover website has like a Fanworks guideline, and it specifically says there like we can use the fan art for like thumbnails and stuff. And it's like, okay, I guess that's okay. I wanted to ask every single person for permission. Like if I wanted to use a fan art for a thumbnail, I was originally going to ask for permission, like in a reply. And then my manager was like, you're going to burn out if you do that. Like, just don't. And then also, like, think about all the other talents that we have in the company that don't do that. And then you're kind of like putting the ball in their court to do that too. And then suddenly, like, we're going to have like, yeah, it's like, yeah. And that's what kind of got me to be like, okay, I guess I won't do that. No way, Callie Senpai asks. No way, really? I have to check. That's like a Tetra Chad move. That's like Tetra Chad. Okay. Maybe if like Callie Senpai does it, I could do it too. Is it sometimes or all the time? I don't know. She used to? She does? She sometimes does. Ah, she used to. Okay. I mean, like, not to roast her, but does she sleep? She kind of reminds me of Dez. Like, I don't think either of them sleep. Every time I wake up, Dez is like working on something. Like he's in Discord and working on something. It's like, did you sleep? And he's like, nah, man. I sleep when I'm dead. We gotta get good at music, man. She gets a solid 3 hours. Like a ton of respect, but I don't really talk to her that much. But I talk to Dez like every day. I talk to the boys like at least once a day, every day. And I don't know when he sleeps. Because I get my 8 hours and then I sleep. I go to sleep usually about like 9 to 10 hours before this morning stream. And Dez is awake. And then I wake up and Dez is awake. So it's just like, bro, when do you sleep? She does, but not enough and often in the middle of the day. Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. Ah. That's like a young Chad's game. I'm old and busted. I can't do that. I do think that I used to do that when I was younger. When I was younger, I used to do that, but I can't really do that anymore. I have to sleep. Naps. I have to sleep, man. I can't function without sleep. That's how you get busted when you're older. Jam Ultra, thank you for the super chat. Bronze tier fighting gamer here. Can I get a hype soundbite to play for when I win, and a defeated one for when I lose? A soundbite. Let me think on that. I think I know exactly what you're talking about, but let me think on that. I hate freestyling things. I like to prepare. Like doing stuff on the fly with no preparation. Oh man. Ainsley Murray, thank you for the super chat. I can't believe someone still fully remembers Gargoyles and that the villain switches sides-ish near the end. Best day is a vestie. Man, Gargoyles is so freaking cool. It was really good. Soundbite. Win. Nice. Lose. Get rotated, son. Okay, there you go. Clip that. Whew. What if I just stream? What if I just like I kind of want to mine for diamonds. Oh, did I tell you guys? I finally mined up a full stack of diamond blocks. I mined up 9 stacks of diamonds and then I turned it into 1 stack of diamond blocks. But now I want 2. Now I want 2. Why not 3? Exactly. Why not 3? I kind of want to get into the nether though, because I want like the super rare stuff. Is it netherite? What's the rarest thing? Is it netherite or is it like machine parts, like ancient parts or something? There's something that's like the diamond of the nether. And I want a full stack of that in blocks. Oh, like a full stack. Could you imagine that? And then I could make my little dirt hut. I thought about remaking my dirt hut with the diamond blocks, but I decided not to. Ancient debris. Ancient debris. When I'm like waiting for stuff to upload, like a gigantic video file, I just like hop onto Minecraft and I mine. I have very little interest in the building part. I just want to mine and gather, like acquire resources. Kyla Senpai made a tower out of netherite that stretched to the max height. The dream. Oh, oh, oh. Bro, that takes so much time. Ramari, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Much appreciated. Yeah. Hopefully the people that receive them are like, cool emotes. I need to get on the new emotes too. I need to get, I think I'm going to get 10 more commissioned to keep pace with the boys. I only have 5, and I think some of the boys already have 10, and then they're getting more, so it's like, I gotta get at least 10 to keep pace. Stream to your heart's content. I might. So here's the thing. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do. Because the ball is finally rolling with the first cover. I'm like last out the gate. Because I think Dez and I announced that we were working on covers like a week apart. So the implication is that like we started a week apart, but that's not actually true. Dez was working on like cover stuff like before debut. He was like practicing. He was like checking leads. He was asking for permissions and stuff like that. Like he's just he's always on top of it, and he's got a lot of ambition. I didn't start even thinking about a cover until like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I was getting advice from Axel and then Heiko Senpai. on like difficulty of songs, like what makes a song more difficult to sing, what makes a song easier to sing, choices for songs that would like fit my narrow range and stuff like that. I was getting a lot of good advice on like how to be a cover artist and like what to look for in a song that's like easier to sing. And that was like 3 weeks ago. Like I wasn't even thinking about it until 3 weeks ago. So like I'm way behind. And so I've got stuff that I need to turn in. I got stuff that I need to work on. I should do that. I should do that today. Because I don't think I have anything left except for the I'm gonna hang out with the pack opening. I don't have packs to open, but I'm gonna provide commentary and just hang out with the boys. That's gonna be at 6, so I have about like 5 hours to like get stuff done. But man, I want to mine. Screw the crafting. I just want to mine. I want to mine for like 8 hours. I want to mine. Oh. I named my enchanted diamond pickaxe Syrios Pickaxel. It's my favorite thing. I love it. Did I guys tell you that? I named my enchanted diamond pickaxe Syrios Pickaxel, and it's like my favorite thing. It's like cracked. It's so good at mining. And it like never runs out of durability, because when if it gets down to like 75%, I take it to the EXP farm. And then yeah. Unfortunately, I like it better than Pick-Astley. Yeah. Unfortunately. I like it better than Pick-Astley. It's not streaming, so you guys can't watch, but I think I'm just gonna work on the cover stuff. I really should. It's not even at the singing practice phase. Like, there's like a lot of stuff that you have to do before. It's like, oh, it's so much work. I was really ignorant when it came to like the cover singing aspect of being like a holostar. It's not just a red tape. Like you have to like confirm like lyrics, and then there's like stuff. And then there's like instrumentals that you have to work out, and like there's like a lot of stuff. This is not even like the practice singing. It's like my thought was like, oh yeah, you just sing it and then you turn it in, and then it gets turned into like, you know, commission art. What's my 5-year plan? That's a good question. Year 1, HOLOSTAR-EN. Year 2, HOLOSTAR-EN. Year 3, HOLOSTAR-EN. Year 4, HOLOSTAR-EN. Year 5, possibly death, but if not, HOLOSTAR-EN. Possibly. Yeah, there's like this jacked dude out there. There's like this dude that's like absolutely jacked. And like, for some reason, his entire family just freaking hates me. And so like every couple of years, they just try to ice me, you know? And then like a new member of that family is just trying to ice me. So it's just like, and I'm not getting any younger. I feel like eventually one day they're gonna get the job done, you know? That's like a multi-reference. I'll leave it to your imagination like what I'm referencing. Every year they get more cracked. It's just like, wow. What's going on there? Yeah. Year 1, HOLOSTAR-EN. Year 2, HOLOSTAR-EN. Year 3, HOLOSTAR-EN. Year 4, HOLOSTAR-EN. Year 5, that's the year. That's the year that, like, I might get iced. But if not, HOLOSTAR-EN. Possibly in a sarcophagus at the bottom of the sea. I don't know. Hopefully there's, like, a fiber cable where the sarcophagus, like, sits down. And I could just, like, tap into fiber and just stream down there. But we'll see. We'll see. I think I'm losing it. I think I've been streaming for too long and I'm losing it. I like how I said I was going to end the stream an hour ago. Like a full hour ago. I was like, well, I guess this is what we're going to call it later, guys. And then I bet you like 1,000 people were just like, okay, cool, I can leave. And then like they're going to be pissed. They're going to be pissed when they see the VOD. They're like, what the fuck, man? Why? I think, thank you for all of your feedback on mascots and stuff like that. I think I have 4 decent leads. I'll just like do like the shitty MS Paint sketch and see what I got. Maybe I'll show you guys. I don't know. I said I was going to do I need to redo the I need to redo the description of the tiers that I have for membership because I feel like I didn't describe it enough. Like, especially tier 3 and tier 4 are like not really well. Tier 4, like, we can't do anything. We made like a solemn promise that we wouldn't do anything. But tier 4, I was just gonna like do MS Paint drawings and I would just like throw them up there and then you guys could like look at it. And it wouldn't be on stream. I wouldn't put it anywhere else. I'd just be like, here's like the art that I've been working on. Tier 4 is for the memes? Yeah. But the thing is, like, that's also like all of us agreed from the outset. It's like we can't like put stuff there because that's not cool. That's gonna be like the meme tier where it's like if you're supporting us, like, oh, thank you so much, but like, you know, I'm not gonna put feet pic. No. What if I draw like a really crappy MS Paint foot? Here's my feet pic. It's like a really crappy like MS Paint pic. What if it's like a club foot? Like I'm like a pirate. And it's just like a stick. Like a brown stick that's coming up from like off the screen and it's like, have you ever seen my feet? No? What if I have like, what if it's, you know? Do you guys want some like Moby Dick lore? Do you guys want some like Moby Dick lore? Somebody's gonna clip that so it sounds like I'm saying dick lore. But anyways, Ahab. The captain, the mad captain from Moby Dick, he has a peg leg. And if I recall correctly, the peg leg is made from the bone of a whale, which is like pretty metal. And he had a hole drilled into the front of the ship. He had a hole drilled into the front of the ship, and it's the perfect size to plug his peg leg into so that he could stand at the front of the ship and like just have like a steady like anchor point so you can just look forward. And that's just like metal. Oh, that's so metal. Think about that. Could you imagine being the captain of the ship and it's like, I want you to drill a hole into the floorboard, into the deck of the ship, like right here. And then the shipwright is like, bruh, that's not a good idea. And he's like, are you the captain? No. Do you have a gigantic pointy hat? No. Who has the gigantic pointy hat? You do, sir. Drill the fucking hole. And then he drills the hole, and then like he just stands there. God, that's such a good book. Oh. It's so metal. And then oh, there's another scene that's just like so freaking cool. So they go out to sea on like a whaling journey, right? They go out to sea on a whaling journey and everybody on the boat is thinking that like they're out there for money and blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to level with you. Yes, we're going to make money. But the main reason we're on this journey is to hunt down this whale that bit off my leg. I just want to kill this whale. That's the only thing that I want to do. And then everybody on the boat is like, we're working. Like, we have like wives and children. Like, we can't do that. And then he gives this like crazy speech about like being manly men and blah 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 blah. Like he gives like this crazy speech, and at the end of the speech, when everybody's like half on board, he goes to the central mast and he freaking nails a gold coin. He nails a gold coin to the mast, right? And he's like, this gold coin is gonna stay here for the rest of our journey. The man that sights Moby Dick, the white whale, the man that sights Moby Dick gets that coin. And then everybody is like, oh, gold coin. And it's so cool. Ah, it's a great book. Oh, what a great scene in a book. Oh my God. It's a great book. It's a great book. There's also an entire chapter where the narrator is trying to convince you that a whale is a fish. That's the funniest chapter in like almost any book that I've ever written. I think Catch-22 is funnier, but like that chapter where the narrator is trying to convince you that a whale is a fish is like the funniest thing that I've ever read. It's so funny. It's like insane. Oh, I've never written it. Oh God, people are gonna think. Oh my God, they're gonna think that. No, 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 no. I'm not. I'm not. We're gonna have to take this VOD down and delete it. We're gonna have to use the neuralizer on every vestie that's witnessed this. Manager, get the neuralizer. Manager, get the neuralizer. All right, we're ending the stream. Goodbye, guys. Take care.